When I was a student here at SWCD, I learned how to be more social. I was able to improve on several different subjects while I was majoring in general studies. I was able to focus more on improving my English skills. I worked on my reading, as well as my math skills. Before I was a student here, I was very reserved, but while I attended, I learned how to be more social. I became a leader. I would have never thought that I would have been a part of different organizations, like the Student Government Association as a secretary, and then as the president during my second year. I was also involved with sports. I was on the basketball and volleyball team. Those are some of the moments that gave me the opportunity to learn about myself. Again, being so reserved before, I really didn't know who I was as a person, but I was able to find my identity and to be proud to be deaf. SWCD really helped me figure out who I was. I became empowered and I became a more assertive person. After I graduated from SWCD, I transferred to Gallaudet University in Washington, D.C. There I majored in social work. After graduating from Gallaudet, I moved to Houston, where I worked as a teacher's assistant. We worked with really young children between the ages of 3 and 5. It was a really good start for me because as a social worker, I would eventually work with all ages, different cultures, and those who could be deaf, hard of hearing, or even deaf and blind. So starting off working as an assistant, I was able to use the skills that I had learned. For example, I worked with one student who had autism. In the beginning, it was a little overwhelming, but remembering and applying the training I had for social work allowed me to work through the situation, and I was able to understand the needs of the student. If something wasn't working, I made the modifications needed to provide the support for the student. Working with someone who had autism could be challenging, but I loved being able to work with the student, and I loved working with them all. I was able to work with those who are deaf and hard of hearing that are being raised in a hearing family, and worked with a lot of Hispanic families as well. It gave me the opportunity to learn about their culture and to understand how close-knit their families really can be. But in those moments, I was able to teach them also how important it is to learn how to become independent and to use myself in my story as an example to show them that it can be done, and they too can be successful. Again, working with a diverse group of young children, each of them having different talents, cultures, personalities, I really did learn a lot from them. None of them were the same. I had to learn to work with each of them individually, but it all came together for a great experience. I came back to SWCD because Shannon pursued me and asked if I'd be interested in working here. I thought about it, and I really had a good reason to come back as an employee. First, I look back and think, why was I a student here? It was to get an education and to have a successful future. So coming back to SWCD would fulfill that purpose, and I would be teaching the students how to be empowered and how to be successful and thrive. SWCD really is a great place to begin that journey. I know when new students come in, they're unsure of it all, but I'm here to provide them the support that they need to make sure that they stay positive, help them grow, and if they have any doubts, to let them know that they really made the right decision on coming to SWCD. As an alumni, I am showing them what is possible. I want to give them what I was given. I also want to help grow and make SWCD an even better place than it was when I was a student. I remember having different ideas and thinking of ways we could provide more and thinking about all it could be, as well as how beneficial it is to the community and those we serve. Being a part of that growth is another reason I chose to come back to SWCD. I really feel that the faculty and staff here at SWCD contributed to who I am today. They empowered me, and I learned how to become independent and do things on my own. The knowledge and critical thinking skills that I built on really helped me to think bigger, how to use a trial and error approach, and how to make better decisions. I incorporated everything that they had given me and taught me with empowerment and education, and it truly benefited me in my future. Now, as a staff member, coworkers see me and how I perform my duties. I have the necessary skills to work with people. and I'm able to communicate clearly with others. All because of SWCD. It's where it all started for me. And honestly, I don't know where I'd be or what I'd be doing if it wasn't for SWCD.